gonna see them, but Sheeps thought the maps that were gonna be played were Mara Park, Hypnosis, and Drekkafold. Chaoshand thinks Mara Park, Drekka, and then he didn't know whether Hypnosis or Jumanji was gonna be played, and Ariana thinks Jumanji, Mara Park, and Drekka.
Oh,
And so far, that does seem
Ooh.
to be exactly the map pack. So the players
Yeah.
are definitely prepared for these maps. They know that these maps.
I did think Sheeps was practicing Hypnosis quite a bit though.
Ooh, you're right. Sheeps did think Hypnosis was gonna be played, but Ariana just said we were in voice chat with a lot of people, and Ariana did say he was definitely gonna ban Hypnosis because that was the boring map. He didn't enjoy playing that.
Damn. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Sheeps knew just before the match, but I don't know if he had the time to really practice. Jumanji.
Yeah, because he was he was practicing mostly on the Hypnosis actually. Like last couple days at least, he's been on Hypnosis for a bit. So that is unfortunate, but let's see where it's gonna take him. You know, like Jumanji, he has played it before in match, so
yeah, and he
might not
definitely. He wasn't bad on Jumanji either.
No, like, for sure. He was setting decent times, nearly getting like the sub times and stuff. But yeah, what's up to Ferry in the chat, as well as Sheeps was in the chat for a bit. What's up, guys? Yeah, we're about to get this match underway, and the maps are Drekkafold, Jumanji, and Mara Park. And we start on Drekkafold. So, what are your predictions for this first map? Who has the edge, do you think?
Ooh, that's tough to say. I don't know. Like, all these players do seem more of the saving type of players and not the risking type.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like for Hirasoon, for example, it's really hard to say what times he can do on the maps. Like we haven't seen that much from him. Of course, last match he played only against Bolle, so there was absolutely no pressure because two people didn't even show up for that match.
Yeah.
And in the first match he didn't train that much because he had exams just before, so he really started training after that first match, and then after that we haven't really seen anything from him. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what his level is like, how well practiced is he. Gonna be nice to find out. And hello to Bolle and Beta Toast, which is Foot in the chat. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think Chaoshand will have an advantage in this match because he does seem to be really trained and really strong on several maps. Yeah, he is of course one of the two that just dropped down from the winner bracket. The other, like Chaoshand and Sheeps, are coming from the winner bracket. Ariana and Hirasoon were already in the lower bracket, so they maybe have a slight disadvantage.
Yeah, like definitely the level of his competitors basically just switched down a little bit for Chaoshand, that is, because he just which players did he face before in the winner bracket?
I'm pretty sure he played against Morpio and let me see, Morpio, Summers, and Demos, and he
yeah, that is like no disrespect to these current players, but that is a tough matchup.
Yeah,
he has
definitely.
it a little bit easier now.
Morpio, of course, arguably the best player, the favorite to win the entire tournament. Also, Demos is like in the top 8 as it stands now in the winner bracket. So
yeah, exactly. That's
maybe Chaoshand doesn't need to risk as much in this match, and that will suit him really well because he is a player that goes more for consistency than pace. And well, against players like Demos and Morpio and Summers, you need to have the pace.
Yeah, exactly. But I have to remind you though, do you remember? This is kind of a similar matchup to one we had before, earlier in the tournament, which was that match where Hirasoon versus Chaoshand, right? Where you had the crazy 4-time finalist, and then Chaoshand sniped Hirasoon. Do you remember that?
I don't think Hirasoon has been in a match with Chaos, because the first
really?
match he was with me, and the second match he was 1v1 against Bolle. So
wait,
I'm not sure what match you're thinking of.
oh, I'm thinking of a different player actually, where Hirasoon got sniped by
You think
someone
Asuno?
else. Asuno, yeah, exactly.
Asuno was finalist 4 rounds before Chaoshand, I think, and then Chaoshand still managed to come back. Wasn't that Chaoshand?
Exactly. I can't remember. I definitely remember it was Asuno.
Yeah, I remember Asuno and Chaoshand.
Never mind then, my mistake. I think it was Chaoshand with Asuno, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think Chaos has an advantage. Ariana, we know he's not. He's just playing for fun. He hasn't trained a lot for this tournament.
Yeah.
So I don't think he will really be able to hurt Chaoshand and Sheeps in this match. For Sheeps, it's gonna be interesting. Can he keep up with Chaoshand? Can he even do better than him? Maybe we will have to see.
Yeah, because Sheeps, like, he has it in him for sure, but to me, I think it's just how well practiced is he, and as well as on this map pool, like how well practiced is he gonna be. So I think that's gonna make it or break it for him. As we see the warm-up almost coming to a close, and then we're gonna get the match underway. So we have again Dracofold. Oh, and I see my new overlay is kind of in front of it sometimes. Let me fix that.
Sheeps did ask me to say this, so before we start, Sheeps just wants to declare his love for Foot. He's in the. I've said it now, Sheeps.
Alright, let's get this underway. So I'm on Hirasoon right now. Oh, see already another a major mistake there. From who was that? It was Chaoshand.
Full stopping into the first available place to really make a mistake. But
pretty much
on this map, of course, we have the hard checkpoint coming up. So there is a big chance some people will not make this.
Let's see.
So maybe that's the possibility for Chaoshand to catch up to some people.
I think this is one of the rare occasions where we didn't see any mistake on this checkpoint.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe also the level is getting higher. Of course, we are.
Yeah.
We have said goodbye to already 8 players out of the 32. So the level is getting higher. Ariana is really struggling on that part. I don't know if he had to respawn there.
Yeah, he did. He did have to respawn. He kind of had a really bad entry into the engine killer, and he just chose to respawn. And I think that was a good decision on him. But yeah, it looks like he's a lot behind right now, 7 seconds. So I'm gonna switch over to Chaoshand and see if he's gonna catch up to Sheeps and Hirasoon, because we know he definitely has the pace and skill to catch up. But yeah, this map offers quite a lot of mistakes, I think.
Yeah, that always really surprises me, because this map is, for me at least, very hard to drive consistently without mistakes. But some people do really excel on this map. We have seen Xeno driving really fast times on this, also Morpio and Skander, of course, like driving consistently very fast on this. So for some people it seems very easy to drive consistent, and some people do seem to tend to make mistakes.
I think also this map is like, it has a very distinctive style, and I think that style can fit a lot to some players' driving styles. I think that's maybe the reason that we see some players just shining in this map over others. But yeah, still not much in position change. Yeah, but we still have only 3 seconds in between the first 3 players. Looks like they're all like, so close to each other, each doing the drift quite nicely, the new slide there.
Yeah, Chaos getting a little bit of a land bug there, but it doesn't stop him from making it. Yeah, like if this stays like this, it seems that small mistake from Chaos at the start doesn't get him third place in this match, whereas in rounds before we have seen that if a player makes a mistake at the start and drives a clean round afterwards, he still usually manages to get in the top. But
yeah,
here his opponents are really punishing that early mistake. Although he is getting very close to Hirasoon. There's not even a second in between them. Can Chaoshand snack Hirasoon in the end and grab some more points? He slightly hugs the wall, so he loses a bit again. Both getting a safe quarter pipe jump into the backwards.
Ooh, Chaos, did you see he went for the respawn? I think there.
I did not see that. Chaos going really wide, and that seems to be the end of his catch up momentum to Hirasoon. Hirasoon should have enough space now to close it out here, unless he makes a mistake. He gets a really risky drop,
so
but yeah, both trying, both going for the risky strats. But Sheep's comfortably in the lead with a 3:53. That's a nice time. He didn't need to go faster, so he saved his way into the finish, and we love to see that. Hirasoon managing to stay ahead of Chaoshand there at the end, and Ariana seems to be struggling in the first round.
I was spectating Chaoshand on the end there, and I did catch that Chaoshand was really risking it so much. Like he took that jump to the platform before the magnet. He took that as close as you could get. Like you can kind of hop your right wheel over that little thing, and he did that like so risky. But yeah, he got the no slide as well.
He probably knew that Ariana was far behind, so he just had to risk it to try to get second. And we see again this mistake by Ariana this time. No, by Sheeps actually, I think.
Yeah,
Sheeps
same
far
spot.
behind now.
That's weird, because I don't think I've ever seen a mistake there before in live rounds actually.
I thought Sheeps DC'd, but it's fine. He just had a little leg spike maybe.
Yeah, let's pay close attention to this checkpoint.
Does he make this? Sheep's barely surviving, and the others also seem to have made it. All of them. So in 2 rounds, I should not say that so soon. Chaoshand actually did manage to fill this checkpoint and is now stuck here.
Ooh, he's doing some trial.
Yeah, Chaos' trial advantage is not paying off, unfortunately. He maybe should have respawned earlier, but of course hard to know if you should respawn or if you can still make it. But he is gonna be completely out of this round here.
Yeah, he's
and after that, the third.
He's gonna be happy if he's gonna be happy if he's gonna finish now. Like, I think that should be his goal for this round.
I think so too. You should just save into the finish line.
Yeah.
Make sure he doesn't make any other big mistakes. Hirasoon actually making a big mistake as well. So
yeah, Chaoshand
is 30 seconds behind first, but only 7 seconds behind Hirasoon in third. So
yeah. So actually, Chaoshand has something to play for now. He can potentially snipe Hirasoon here. Definitely not out of the question. But for now, I'm gonna focus on the battle for the front. But look at this. It's 10
that battle
seconds.
is not really a battle. Ariana had to respawn there at the drop. I guess he dropped a bit wrong, and well, this round is kind of all over the place. So what we were saying last round was that the first 3 didn't really make a real mistake, apart from Chaos in the start. This round seems to be the opposite. Everyone is making mistakes except Sheeps, who still is. I mean, he can save it into the finish again. So let's see if he managed to do that.
Getting some nice 10-pointers. Not just yet, but getting some nice leads in the start of this match. I think he's gonna be very satisfied with that. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go spec Chaoshand because I think he's the closest one to the next player. Even though it's 5 seconds, which can be, it can be one mistake, but yeah, you never know. We saw last round just 3 seconds separating all the players in pretty much the whole round. So yeah, it's gonna be tough for him, I think. So yeah. See, actually getting kind of closer, 3 seconds now. We did see you do have to have a kind of a good drift in this section, but yeah, these players. Oh wait, what? Did we see respawn? We did. Hirasoon has to respawn.
No.
I think he had a bad drift there, which maybe he didn't have the perfect angle for the upcoming jump, and he had to respawn. So that is very tough for him. Yeah, look at that, 10 seconds behind Chaos, just like that.
Yeah, and, I mean, it is only a 1 point difference, of course, between third and fourth, but Chaos
That
will
is
still
true.
happily take that because he was completely out of this round, and he just gets a gift from Hirasoon there, like a free point.
And I also think that, you know, making such a big mistake, like the point loss isn't too great, but maybe it does something to your mentality, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you're
absolutely right there.
Gonna be kicking yourself, like, yeah, I guess it depends on the player, but I think Hirasoon's gonna kick himself for making such a big mistake. So yeah, again, not too much happening. Wait, Sheeps?
Yeah, so
the
Sheeps finished with a 358, so I guess he also made quite a big mistake, because that is definitely not a clean run.
I don't see the Sheep's finish time actually.
I see it on the left in the current CPs. It seems to be there.
Oh yes, I see.
So yeah, he did tell us he was a bit stressed before the match, Sheeps that is, and he also had a bit of a headache. But so far, this match is going great for him. So maybe this gives him some rest, some calm, because he's already far ahead at this point.
A good start is something all you need to get into the, you know, the mentality. Because yeah, I think Sheeps is definitely a player who can be a bit tilted, or be yeah, like emotions can be affected on him, let's say. So yeah, I think that's perfect for him, actually getting such a start, and Hirasoon actually complaining that he had no drift 2 times there.
Seems to have gotten unlucky in that previous round. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Of course, he only lost 1 point because of it. But we see all the players actually making...
no, we did not.
We did see all the players making the initial start, where Chaos and Ariana and Sheeps crashed previously, but now Chaos again not making this checkpoint too, and I really didn't expect Chaos to be the one to not make CP.
I know, right? Yeah.
It is, of course, the hard part, but Chaos is the only one of these 4 players that make a mistake there, so the level in this match is really...
it's crazy.
It's really high.
Yeah, I remember like round 1 and round 2 we did see like multiple players making mistakes like in previous matches, but this level is just too high.
Yeah, of course, as we said before, this does seem to be a match of more consistent players rather than
look at this
fast-paced play. Oh, he's turtling. Can he make? No, he has to respawn, and that's a far respawn. This match is more a match of consistent players, so it makes sense that they are making checkpoint 2 consistently, because they just seem to save it and not take any risks. Apart from Chaos, who does seem to struggle with it. Ariana at this point far in the lead. Sheeps
he's lagging
so far.
Yeah, Sheeps is kind of lagging, like his times are not showing up on the
this
leaderboard.
Seems... I mean, I do see him drive though.
Yeah, he's right behind Ariana right now, but I don't see his CP timer, so yeah, I think that's something...
doesn't seem to be counted. Well, if he continues driving... Yeah, if he... Okay, wait.
That is weird, actually, because he did have some lags earlier, but I've never seen this before. Like, the CP times should show up eventually, like, maybe with a slight delay, but weird. I don't know.
Yeah,
if,
I mean, if he will just finish, like, I don't think so. I don't really know what's happening here, but like we do just continue, and if he does manage to get in first place, then he will of course get the 10 points that he deserves, even though there seems to be like a bit of a bug, because Morpio just told me, and I think Morpio is shot calling Sheeps at the moment, that he is not lagging, and also we can just spectate him without seeing him lag at all. So
yeah, that is true. Yeah,
really weird here. Maybe he should try to rejoin the server or something. I don't really know what's happening here, but he is in a good fight with Ariana still. He overtook him even.
Yeah, about 1 second, I think.
Yeah, and the other 2 are far behind, but I mean, kind of battling with each other. They're on the same checkpoint, but Chaos is still about 5 seconds behind Hirasoon. So
yeah, let's focus on this battle for first place though. Like Ariana, he had the slight tap on that wall there, not losing too much speed though. But yeah, we're coming closer to the last 3 checkpoints pretty much, and yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Ooh, Ariana not with the best drift there. Yeah, let's see. I think this is pretty much the only place you can make a mistake, so let's actually follow what's gonna happen. Yeah.
It is quite clear that Sheeps does have a higher pace on this map than Ariana. Ariana getting a no drift there at the end, and he won't come any closer to Sheeps. So Sheeps is definitely the fastest on Drakkerfold so far, and he gets 3 10-pointers, which is really great, and it doesn't count.
Yeah, but yeah, he definitely deserves the 10-pointer. Maybe if an admin can do a pause or something.
I mean,
I'm not sure if it's possible.
Sheeps will of course get the 10 points here, so.
Yeah, and I guess the other players should get like a little bit less points too, right?
Yeah, I will make sure this is all
right.
Still fair. This is a very weird bug. I don't know what I've never seen that actually before. That's definitely not something with
that is weird.
With the Brawl plugin, but like an actual Pipe Planet issue, it seems.
Is it possible to change the points like what do you say?
No. I have tried it. I've tried it before, but it seems that Pipe Planet doesn't really allow that yet. So I'm just gonna store the points manually in a text file for now. So Sheeps has to get plus 10 to his points.
Yeah, to reply to the chat real quick. Yeah, I think Sheeps definitely did not miss a checkpoint because his checkpoint counter wasn't even updating at all, even driving through other checkpoints, so I don't think that's the case.
I mean, he was at checkpoint 3 still at the end, so. Hirasoon loses 2 points, and Chaoshand will lose 1 point. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, just gonna keep this open and...
have a notepad or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. So, kind of have to make sure that... kind of update the players as well on when people are finalists and stuff like that, I guess. Yeah, definitely very weird happening here. But yeah, we gotta do it like this, and yeah. Sheeps is right now on 30 points. And Ariana should be -3, right? Oh, -4. Alright. Wait, so Ariana is on 15 points right now.
Sheeps is on 30 points, Ariana is on 15, Hirasoon is on 13, and Chaoshand is on 11.
Ariana 15, and Hirasoon is on, sorry. How many points does he have?
Hirasoon 13.
Yes.
Chaoshand 11. So do you want to write it like every round, and then I can just tell you like what the thing is, because it's hard. I can't type and check the scoreboard at the same time. So.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I just wanted to give them an update so they know what their points are.
I wanted to do that too, but it's like hard to do 2 things at the same time. So we can we can do this after every round, I guess.
Let's combine our strengths.
It's not an ideal solution, but well, we move. Nothing went wrong in the end. the scoreboard is not gonna be leading anymore.
Yeah.
Also with the finalist mode, that's not. Maybe it's gonna pose some problems for later, but we will just resolve those, and it should all be fine. Let's hope the players didn't get pulled from their concentration, and they still manage to stay in the match. And
yeah, let's not bother them too much anymore, because I think they just want to focus on the game. So yeah, we got Jumanji coming up, which will be I think it will be pretty deciding actually to see this match unfold, because Sheeps was definitely not expecting Jumanji, so that is a chance for the other players to catch up a bit to his lead. But yeah, I think Ariana is such a good player as well, but I don't think he has practiced as much as a lot of other players, because I could definitely see him continue in the winner bracket actually.
Ariana?
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely has the skill set, but I do think he has to. He will have to actually train to really get
exactly.
much further in this tournament, and I don't think he wants to do that. He's just playing this tournament for fun, which is of course completely fine, and he doesn't want to try hard.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because I definitely think he is capable of really competing.
He's definitely he has been one of the in the top ranks of the RPG players for a long time already. So
yeah,
well,
alright.
we're going live again with the first round on Jumanji.
Yeah, if you want to kick it off.
Yeah, let's see if the players are still concentrated, or if that weird bug just took them out of their concentration. So far, it seems like a really close fight. Hirasoon slightly touching the hedge there and loses already a bit, but I don't think that will matter much in the end result. Of course, this map leads to very close fights usually. Only Black Mesa, I think, has closer fights than this map.
Yeah, that map is crazy. Ooh, Ariana making an error there, hitting the entry of that jump. So yeah, he lost quite a bit there. And he couldn't really keep any speed because of that slight tap, and now he's behind for 3 seconds. He's behind actually, so unfortunate. We already saw this particular pipe section being very unforgiving if you take it fast. But yeah, let's follow this matchup, because on this map I think 3 seconds is definitely doable, you know. But yeah, this map is definitely one of the easier maps, as we always say. But I do think this map has potential for bugs, and Ariana gets a bug right there. Oh, did you see that? He got a no flip there.
Ooh.
Not sure if you catch that, but on this block he didn't flip correctly. I've never seen that before.
That is very unfortunate. I've actually never seen that either, and I didn't see it now either. So Ariana really has to hope for big mistakes from his opponents here. He's out of this race, but Hirasoon actually answers his prayers and respawns just in front of him. So I don't know if Ariana has cars on. I believe he said he had, so he will see Hirasoon driving just ahead of him.
Damn.
But he gets a really unlucky flip there. Doesn't have the right approach coming into it, and will lose a second again. But they are still fighting for that third place.
Yeah, and as well as Chaoshand and Sheeps, who are fighting for first place, which they're not too far off each other as well. So Sheeps again in the lead. Like, Sheeps has been in the lead for this whole matchup so far, so he's driving very well actually. I think I was expecting Sheeps to drive solid, but I wasn't expecting him to drive this solid, like being in the lead all the time. That's really good performance from him so far, and he didn't even expect this map.
No, of course I don't want to take anything away from Sheeps, but Chaoshand so far hasn't really had the match that he probably was hoping or expecting.
Yeah, he had like too many mistakes, especially on Dragonfold.
Exactly. So of course Sheeps is for now on the perfect match. He has won 3 out of 3 rounds, and so far he looks great on Jumanji in this first round. He's on a really fast time actually. So
yeah, he's really doing it. Come on, look at this. Even not really like practicing this map too much, and he's still driving this crazy. Damn. Right. I don't want to jinx him, but yeah, it's looking solid.
This is looking very solid from him.
Yeah. Let's follow him for a bit, see how he's gonna make it through the beach section. We did see people making mistakes in that tunnel, and if you do that, then you lose so much speed. And luckily Sheeps, he didn't lose too much there, as he is coming to the last couple checkpoints here. We see Chaoshand closing in though, only 1 second now. So yeah, he just needs to do this wall ride, and it's all about this last jump, which isn't too hard to get right, but you know, under pressure anything can happen. Oh, and he does it, and Chaos actually making a mistake. So Sheeps gets it. Very nice time for him actually. Well, it's a decent time. You know, I think he was saving a little bit more towards the end there.
I think so too. I think Sheeps knew that he was ahead and took it safe, didn't want to take any risks. You mentioned that end where it's like, you say it's hard to make a mistake. It's like hard to make a mistake, but it's easy to get unlucky there.
Exactly.
Personally, I haven't really been able to find a consistent strat to not slow down there. Sometimes you just slow down and you don't make that little jump, which is what happened to Chaoshand. Unfortunately, we also see Ariana getting that bug here, and I don't really know what to do against that either. So I'm not sure. There is probably a way to consistently avoid it, but.
And Chaos was also, you know, he was going for that first place, so I think he was, you know, trying to get every kilometer per hour out of that. So, yeah.
Yep, very very possible. He was far ahead of third place. He had the possibility to risk for some more points without really having a risk of losing points. So.
Yeah. So in the end, he did not lose too much there. Like he pretty much had to go for it. But yeah, let's go to the next round on this map, Jumanji. We see Sheeps driving the start solid. Ariana a little bit behind. I think he made a slight mistake, but not that big of a mistake there. Barely makes the jump. That would have been unfortunate, but yeah. So we saw earlier Ariana, he was behind like this again, even in the previous round. So yeah, again, as much as the previous round, he's again being in last place right now. He has to fight this battle from the back, but not anymore because Hirasoon has to respawn. He flipped there. Not sure if you catch that one. Yeah, had to respawn. So that puts him down to 7 seconds. So I'm actually gonna focus on again Sheeps and Chaos, who are battling it out. We see Chaos is in front of Sheeps now for the first time. Not too much, but yeah, definitely looks like this is at least this map is a battle between Chaos and Sheeps as of now, because Ariana and Hirasoon both not really getting through that start or that middle part of this map so nicely. But yeah, I think Sheeps should not be too greedy in this situation. He should just focus on his own driving, just focus on driving a solid run and not really push too much, and just stay in that mentality. You know, he has such a nice lead. Should just go steady right now. But yeah, Chaoshand and Sheeps are so even right now. Look at those equal times, the checkpoints, less than 100.
They're really fighting each other for the first place. Chaoshand getting like the perfect quarter pipe jump there, like going low, keeping all the speed, jumping far, and he will gain I think a lot on Sheeps here.
Yeah.
Not too much actually, but he still gains about half a second in one jump, which is great for him. Can he keep this up until the end? We saw Sheeps being really consistent on this map, so he can put pressure on Chaoshand, and Chaoshand hasn't had the cleanest of runs so far, has made a mistake in every round, so...
Yeah, now that you say that, this is about the first clean run so far he has had, so yeah. But you know, even even if it's a small one, it's still a lead, you know, so Chaos definitely wants to ride this through to the end. But yeah, let's see. I'm following Sheeps because, yeah, I'm keen to find out if he's gonna be able to catch up to Chaoshand, because it's looking so close. I think the beach section is gonna be very decisive. Who can carry the most speed out of that, I think will be victorious here.
I think Sheeps should theoretically have an advantage in this part, because Chaoshand is of course a keyboard player.
Ah, yes.
So he does have a slight disadvantage on this. You see Sheeps going for the smooth steer there.
Yep.
But it does make him go really wide, which isn't the greatest. So like, in the end, it's roughly equal. And Sheeps does have more speed through that cross section, but he is still half a second behind. Can Chaos keep this lead? He has a good line there, but he's slightly
it's gonna
gets
be so
a
close.
bump over that grass hill. Yeah, this is really tight, and Chaos slightly clipping, and that costs him the round. Sheeps will manage to overtake him there at the end.
Damn, what a crazy battle there.
You hate to see that. Maybe Chaos risking it a little bit too much, maybe just getting unlucky. I can't really tell, but he does lose his first place in the last part of the map.
Yeah, Chaos is really, you know, like, I think he's maybe, well, of course he's knowing that he's very close, or Sheeps is very close behind him, so yeah, maybe starting to feel that pressure a little bit more. And Sheeps, so far, looks like he's performing well under the pressure.
Yeah, he's like on a perfect match. He hasn't lost his, he hasn't not come first in a single round yet. And you casted the first match you casted in this tournament of Sheeps and Hirasoon. We also saw Sheeps overtaking Hirasoon like in a crazy comeback.
Yeah, at the
just
last
before the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sheeps seems to be the Jumanji end merchant.
Yeah.
He knows what's up, and he snacks everyone there.
He knows how to not bug on the last ramp. He has the secret recipe for the last ramp. But yeah, now we actually see all the players making it very nicely. So look at this. Everyone's so close to each other. Hirasoon making a slight mistake, but yeah, it's barely anything at this point. And now we actually have a great match on our hands, as we have all the players fighting for first place pretty much. But yeah, so far the two Milky Way players, Ariana and Sheeps, are holding that lead. But yeah, it's pretty much so close you can't really call anything at this point. I think Ariana keeping the most speed of that quarter pipe. Everyone getting a similar wall hit as well. See how Chaos is doing. He's a bit behind actually. So we have these three players battling for first, and Chaos is I think one. Oh, and Hirasoon actually having to respawn there. That was unfortunate, and that's such a long respawn. He's definitely gonna get that the fourth place. So yeah, how is the pack doing? Chaos, Sheeps, and Ariana both still in a close battle. But yeah, again, Sheeps is taking over that lead though. And yeah, you don't want to have Sheeps already in the lead, because he's, you know, the pro end player on this map. Well, look at Ariana, he's going so high there. He's going very high on that checkpoint compared to Chaos. But yeah, he does not lose anything, so bit different lines, but I don't think it really mattered that much. So we do start to near that yeah, ending of this map. Still though, this fight is so close between all these players. I think they still want to go for that first place, all of them, so yeah, let's see. We're gonna get some risk.
All of them are, of course, on a very good run still. Like,
yeah,
Sheeps is still on pace for a 405 around that, and also Ariana and Chaoshand like are almost within a second behind him. So Sheep's getting a little bit of a bumpy section there. Maybe loses a little bit, yeah. Ariana only half a second behind. Chaoshand 0.8. But Sheeps always has a good end here.
Ariana, he made that mistake though. And he has to respawn, and he is out of it. So again, it's gonna be Chaos versus Sheeps. You know, like all rounds on Jumanji has ended this way. But Sheeps, he touches, and Chaos touches as well. But I think Sheeps' touch was slightly worse. But actually, look at this, and now we see that white line you were talking about with the smooth steering actually paying off there. I think that resulted in a little bit more speed for Sheeps, and now he's in first place. So, we see Chaos, he's so close. He's having flashbacks to the previous round. But let's see how this is gonna unfold though. Sheeps, he's known for this jump. And, it's gonna be close actually. But Sheeps, he actually takes it. That was such a close round.
Yeah, Chaoshand could have risked more in the end, I think, but...
I think so too. But I also think that he had that previous round in the back of his head, so yeah, he did not want to get a bug there, because I think a respawn could have potentially meant that Ariana sniped second place for him, so not sure about that, but yeah, what a crazy ending.
Definitely Sheeps is still getting first every round, but he is very lucky with several of the rounds. So
yeah, and let's remember, because Sheeps is on 60 points right now, not on 50, so he has the potential to get to finalist stage already. So quick actually, because he has won every single match so far. That is crazy. So yeah, again I have to mention these points are not the exact points. We have can you give me an update on the points? And I'll write it down for the players as well.
Sheep 60.
Yes.
Ariana 26.
Yes.
Chaos 29.
Yeah.
Hirasoon 23.
So yeah, we see, apart from Sheeps, we see the players having very similar points actually. Ariana, Chaos and Hirasoon being so close to each other in points. So yeah, I think second place is definitely up for grabs. First place though is gonna be tough, because that is a lot of finalist rounds potentially. But I think Sheeps is quite decent on this map as well. I think he's not too bad, but yeah. I think this map has been played a lot in Brawl, actually. I didn't think that this map would be played so much as it did, actually.
Yeah.
Mara Park. I thought there would be a lot of players who would ban this, but apparently not. But yeah, I'm glad that this map is getting played, because it does offer such different driving styles. It's such a fast map as well. A lot of speedy sections. Yeah, none of the players actually opting for a break or anything. They just want to get straight into it, it seems. And what's up, Xeno in the chat? Let's see, did I miss someone in the chat? Race Division earlier. What's up? But yes, hats off to Sheeps though. Crazy performance from him, I gotta say. And these players are these aren't, the worst players, to say the least. So that's very impressive. He's on a clean sweep right now. So yeah, this map, Mara Park, I think you just want to go for like no respawns above anything. will be tough to see. Wait, what's this in the chat? Warning. Not enough inputs given.
I'm trying to fix the points at the moment. That's why I've been a bit silent.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah. I was about to say this map has yeah, making one mistake on this map can cost you like 8 seconds or even 10 seconds at some checkpoints. So I think driving safe is especially important on a map like this. Ah, yeah, we have Lucker's Turbo also casting later today.
Yeah, I'm
that is gonna be
probably
hype.
going to co-cast with him as well.
Oh, really?
To give him some insider information, I guess.
Awesome.
Because he, of course, doesn't know as much of the cup and of the match and of the players.
That is gonna be hype. So. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe like asking him as well.
Tell me the points, maybe.
Yes, the points are Sheeps 60, Ariana 26, Chaos 29, and Hirasoon 23.
Right, Chaos is 19.
He's 29.
29. And then
we have Hirasoon on 23.
Oh. Ah. This is very confusing.
Yeah. But yeah, if the points won't be able to be fixed in game, it's not that big of a problem, I guess.
Points don't work. Yeah, okay,
manually.
Work.
But yeah, let's get the last map underway. It's Mara Park. Then of course after this we're going back to Dracofold. But yeah, let's focus on Mara Park right now. I'm gonna be speccing Hirasoon for the beginning here.
Yeah, I'm not managing to fix it, so we're just gonna have to do it like this.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, all the players making the jump, so that's nice. Yeah, I was about to say, or I was saying earlier that keeping your speed on this map is so important because you have... Oh, and Ariana making a big mistake there. He smashed into the wall there. I'm not sure how that happened actually. But that looked really weird. But yeah, he is on... Oh no, making another mistake with the respawn there. And that's already such a huge deficit for him. So yeah, that sucks. Let's follow the pack though, as we have a close battle for first place on our hands. We have Hirasoon in the lead, followed by Chaos. Behind him is Sheeps. But yeah, too close to call right now. Let's see this tunnel section. Is anyone get a bug? Ooh, Chaos
gets it. Chaos gets it really well, even though he is playing on keyboard here. So he does have nice. He has to take a harder, different strat than a controller player who can just smooth steer. Hirasoon completely like misjudging that jump and doesn't make it. Will have to respawn. So Chaos is in the lead now with Sheeps like just on his heels.
Yeah,
Sheeps of course wants to get first here because that will put him in finalist, and he still has a chance of getting a perfect match where he gets first in every single round, something that only Morpio and Futa have done. Morpio twice even.
Yeah, imagine getting a clean sweep besides Morpio and Futa, then you're
yeah, and I don't think many people would have predicted Sheeps to win in this fashion. Maybe to win, but in this fashion it's definitely unexpected.
Yeah, so I was talking with him yesterday actually, or 2 days ago, and he said that he wasn't even sure if he's gonna win at all. He was pretty he wasn't too confident actually. So yeah.
Definitely, he thought it would be a very good fight between Hirasoon, Chaoshand, and himself. He thought Ariana didn't have enough training to really be a danger. Sheeps, having made a small mistake, is now about 5 seconds behind. So he needs to rely on Chaoshand to make a mistake now. And Chaoshand did exactly that, I think, but he's still far ahead. So
yeah, he's in a 5-second lead. You know, still making a mistake in that water bounce checkpoint, for example. You know, you don't want to do that.
I don't think Chaos got through that the previous part even very cleanly, because Sheeps is right behind him again. Maybe a second, maybe two between the two players, but
2 seconds. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, he's definitely gonna catch up, and Sheeps, I'm sure that he feels like he wants this, you know, this finalist right now.
Yeah.
And he has the potential to risk as well, since the third place is far behind, 12 seconds. So yeah, let's see. Oh, he goes very wide there, which allows him to cut that jump very short. That's a nice strat, actually, from him. So yeah, we're actually nearing that water bounce section, which can really make or break a run. So yeah, I'm gonna spectate Chaos for a bit, see how he makes through it. Definitely want to keep a lot of speed through these jumps, and he does that. And I think he will manage. Let's see, Sheeps. I think he has enough speed for this jump as well, so let's see.
Yeah, both making it very cleanly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can Sheeps catch up to this? I don't think he can with faster driving. He does even have to aim a little bit different, because he expected to have not enough speed to make the normal jump, and he gets a weird slowdown there. I don't exactly know what happened there, but it seems that Chaos is comfortably in the lead and should be able to close it out here. Sheeps, is he even going to make this jump? He is not going to make this jump.
Yeah, let's see how far is the third place.
He clipped a little bit, and that cost him too much. So the perfect match for Sheeps is unfortunately not going to happen. He would have loved it, but Chaos spoils that fun for him.
Yeah, and
well done by Chaos, of course, driving a really good time, 4:35. That's
exactly. That is everything you need in this matchup, to be honest. Like, especially on Mara Park, you really don't want to do a respawn above anything. So yeah, Cheeps writing that Sage. It is very Sage, but you know, he has nothing to worry about in the end. I think it's more like a, you know, a personal thing that getting a clean sweep, but it doesn't really matter points wise or matchup wise, you know. So yeah, he can still really easily close it out. He just needs 4 points, and then he will be on finalist. But yeah, let's. It's kind of hard to know who's in the lead now on points. But yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, thank you. So we have Chaos on 39 points, Sheeps on 66, Ariana 29, Hirasoon on 27. So yeah, it looks like Chaos, as predicted, is kind of getting the best points beside Sheeps. So yeah, he's looking for that second place, I'm sure. But yeah, Ariana and Hirasoon are definitely not out of it, but yeah, just Sheeps and Chaoshand just seems like they are slightly better trained on these maps. Driving slightly better, driving with less mistakes overall. And yeah, that's why they are in such a lead. But yeah, Sheeps is in 3rd place right now, but ooh, that was a bit of a rough section. Not losing too much, but yeah, losing slightly puts him into 4th place again. Just like that, so yeah, he's for the first time in this matchup pretty much on the back foot.
Yeah, he's in last place. I don't think we've seen him in last place before in all this match.
Yeah.
So of course he is still really close. Like, he hasn't made a serious mistake. So he will definitely be able to. Well, I say that, and he again makes a little bit of a small mistake. Again, not too big. He can still catch up from this.
Yeah,
even with this faster pace that he maybe has, but We do see the first cracks of Sheeps on this map.
Yeah, and that is, like, you say it's not that big of a mistake, but it is kind of like a mistake that can snowball, because you lose so much speed in such a, yeah, again, long section where you need to build up speed. So yeah, that's the reason why he's 4.5 seconds behind right now. But yeah, one respawn from the other players will change that.
I apologize. Yeah, and of course Sheeps does need to get third in this round to get finalist. Like, a fourth place is not enough for him. So he is really hoping for a mistake, or he's really risking to catch up to at least to third place, because fourth place doesn't bring him anything.
He's on the line right now, actually. And yeah, he's probably gonna feel that pressure a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna follow Ariana right now, since he's still in pretty close proximity from the Chaos and Hirasoon right now. So yeah, we see Chaos in the lead, Hirasoon closely behind him, and all these players. Oh, Ariana having a bit too much speed, losing a little bit, clipping his wheel on that wooden block, and that allows Sheeps to catch up a little bit. So let's see. He's actually very close to Ariana right now. I'm not sure which battle we should follow. Should we follow the battle for first place or the battle for third place? Both are pretty interesting. Right, I think Hira is also wanting to get a 10-pointer from Chaos, so let's check in on that. As we near quite a decisive section again, and Hirasoon making a mistake there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Chaos and Hirasoon gonna do that water bound section now, so let's see how they're gonna get through that. Chaos.
He's having a good approach here. I mean, he will definitely have enough speed if he doesn't take a risky line here, and he absolutely doesn't take any risky line. He is saving it. He makes sure he gets it. Hirasoon also getting it. Ariana getting it, and Sheeps getting it as well, and Sheeps catching up to Ariana.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Took a lot more speed, but again takes the safe line, and he absolutely didn't need it this time. He definitely had enough speed to just go straight, but he goes right to have a shorter jump. And he
Sheeps
flips on the tree, so Sheeps is gonna get 69 points at the end of this round.
Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate, but yeah, nothing to really be super disappointed about. You're still in a hefty lead, points wise. So
Ariana has. Never mind. I am. Chaos driving a 433. He is really stepping up on this map. We saw him struggling on both the other two maps, but on this map he seems to have found his rhythm. He's driving very nice times, very consistent. But yeah, maybe he was fighting for that first place and he was under pressure. Now he's kind of like lost that pressure because he thinks Sheeps is so far ahead.
Yeah, let's hope that this doesn't really go to his head though. He's saying he's a Pepega. Oh yeah, we have one more round on this map, and yeah, doesn't look like it's Sheep's map as of now. So he didn't really take any first place, I think, in this map. But yeah, once we go back to Dracofold, I think he's gonna have a nice advantage there. But yeah, so far this map seems like the map where other players are allowed to get some 10-pointers. Yeah, let's see. No one really making a mistake in this branch section where you have to hit your head. And Sheeps is in last place right now by 1 second, and I think that's pure like pace wise actually that he's at 1 second, or just having some slight lines.
I guess he didn't have the best start, but he's definitely catching up now. Doesn't go for the release to land in the downhill, which most people are going for, and he gets overtaken by Hirasoon again because of that, because of his slightly worse line. But
yeah,
everything is still like roughly equal here, of course.
Yeah, we see this bridge section is dividing a lot of players usually. But Sheeps, oh, that was so close, but that was a sick line from him actually. Almost hit the wall. But yeah, he's still definitely in the fight. Chaos, he made a big mistake. Yeah, he definitely had to respawn there, so he's gonna be out of it. 14 seconds, making another mistake, so that's probably like plus 3 seconds even above that.
Sheeps having having the sickest of sections right there. Like, he did it absolutely perfectly, and we see Hirasoon, Ariana, and Sheeps being inside each other right now. They are having a threesome.
Yeah, a Trackmania threesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Ariana, he went so wide there and lost a lot of speed there. Not sure why he was opting for that, probably just a mistake from him. But yeah, Sheeps right now on 69 points, not on finalists yet. He actually doesn't have to risk at all, but he just wants to get that 10-pointer so other players don't get it.
For sure, if he, especially if Chaoshand would get first here. Wait, no, I am not saying that correctly. Yeah, he especially wants to deny Chaoshand, who is of course the closest to him, but every point that other people don't get is nice for him because it gives him possibly more finalist rounds, definitely. So
exactly, and Chaos, who is the closest to Sheeps, is in last place right now. So yeah, pretty much a perfect scenario for him being in first place and Chaos being in last place.
For sure, I think the only thing Sheeps would have loved to see was that if those two players just behind him would be a little bit further behind him, like would make some mistakes so that he doesn't have
that is true.
Any pressure, because the three players at front are actually all driving on a very nice pace.
Yeah, looks like they're holding in. You know, no major mistakes. They're really.
Ariana,
that was so close.
Having a really risky line there, almost falls off, but he managed to stay on.
Yeah, it pays off, and yeah, I'm gonna follow Sheeps, see how he goes through this decisive section.
Ariana bumping a little bit just before, but he still barely has enough speed, but he doesn't get that clean, and he will have to respawn. So Ariana losing a second place to Hirasoon here doesn't lose enough to give Chaoshand any ideas though.
Yeah, so, Sheeps, he makes the jump, and let's follow.
Oh, Ariana, he almost bonks again. He tries to go so safe that it became risky again, but he does make it there.
Yeah, let's follow Sheeps for the end. Will he get that 10-pointer to deny his players the victory? And he's making this jump, and I think it's safe to say that he's got this in the bag. So Hirasoon on second place. Also, pretty decent run from him, I gotta say. And Sheeps, of course, driving a very, very solid run right here. So let's actually see what time he's gonna clock in. It's like a 33, maybe.
Yeah. Very clean, just clean driving, consistent,
and he
not making any mistakes. It's just PB. Well, that is great to hear.
That is crazy.
I mean, that just makes it even more sour that he didn't manage to get third in that last round, because he would have closed out this match with a PB, and now he still has another round to win. And there's one more round on. There's not one more round on Mara Park, so we're moving on.
Back to
first map again, back to Drakkenfold, where
Sheeps
was destroying all opponents. Maybe Chaos has found his rhythm, but that last round doesn't look promising. So
yeah, and as we remember, Chaos was looking very bad actually in Drakkenfold, to put it boldly. He got at least 2 out of the 3 like last places, I think, right? Not sure, but he wasn't driving all too great.
Why am I so dumb?
But yeah, looks like one of the players requested a break. That was Chaoshand actually. Wait. Look, the points. Sheeps has the correct point. Oh no, he doesn't. Never mind. He doesn't. Yeah, Drakkenfold is Such a nice map. I really like this design.
Yeah, it's definitely an artistic creation.
For sure.
Xeno, of course, really happy to see this map. One of his better maps, I assume. Yeah, can Sheeps close it out in his first Drekka attempt? Chaoshand, of course, with the requested break. So maybe he just needs to calm down. Maybe he just needs to go to the toilet. We will never know.
Yeah, I do have one question though. How did this boat get here?
Yes, it's from the Vikings in it.
Yeah, but how does this boat get through this tiny hole?
Yeah,
It
or
doesn't fit
the
my
boat
calculations.
was there and then they built the hole.
Or they built the boat like in here and they just kept it here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a tourist attraction only.
Yeah. Well, good luck to Sheeps. He has several finalist attempts here. He has at least two safe ones, yes, and then Chaos could be finalist if he managed to win both rounds. If he doesn't win both rounds, then he has 3 safe rounds, and then we go back to Jumanji. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Ooh,
We
someone
see
bumped.
Hirasoon already misaiming and
smashed into that wall. That must have
yeah.
hurt.
Yeah, he will be kicking himself, but I
Yeah.
don't think it's too much of a disadvantage. Well, it is, because he still hasn't reached the checkpoint. He is 8.5 seconds behind. So Ariana slightly touching the wall there, but he still manages to keep himself on there.
Yeah, let's
Chaoshand
see.
with a very slight lead of half a second, but I mean Sheeps has already caught up to that again.
Yeah, and actually all the players making that initial checkpoint.
Ariana with a really risky line, but Chaos is falling back slightly, about a second.
Yeah,
Also,
and we see
Ariana
Sheeps.
not getting a great transition, and he loses some time with that.
Yeah, and we see Sheeps in the lead right now, so perfect scenario for him, as we do have to remind you, he is on finalist. So he's playing for the win here. And Chaos 1 second behind. He definitely wants to deny him that victory, but he has to go for another round because he had a wall hit there. Going
He
in
didn't.
an extra
He
circle.
He thought he may have had not enough speed, and he decides to opt for another round there to gather more speed. I think he would have still made it, but
Yeah, I think that jump isn't too tight.
yeah, he takes it safe, which is understandable. Maybe he just thinks, let Sheeps do his thing. I can't beat him anyway. I just want to get through. I just want to get first or second.
Yeah.
Of course, both first and second move on in the tournament. Third and fourth unfortunately drop out. So I think
Yeah,
Chaos just he would have loved it if he could deny Sheeps, but it's also not his priority here.
Yeah, and look how far
he just wants to go on.
Look how far behind Ariana and Hirasoon are. They're so far behind actually. So it's really a battle between Sheeps and Chaos, but is it even? Because Sheeps is so far ahead of Chaos as well. So it's gonna be his mistake to make. Let's put all the cameras on him, no pressure.
Yeah, for sure. I think Sheeps, the only way Sheeps doesn't take the first place here is if he makes that mistake, or
exactly
gets unlucky with a bug or something.
Yeah,
he has enough of a lead so that pace alone wouldn't make it,
definitely.
But still not enough of a lead to warrant any mistake or respawn. So
for sure, like he can afford to save it though, and that's the thing. Like knowing that you're 5 seconds behind, you can really drive your more comfortable lines instead of your fast lines. So yeah, that might be decisive. But let's follow him for the last couple checkpoints. We still have the upper staircase here, where we have seen some slight mistakes before, but Sheeps driving very solid, not even hitting the sides of that staircase. So he's just continuing being in the lead. We have the backward section. Now we have seen before some mistakes on this particular part, but yeah, he does it in a very fast way as well. Let's see, last difficult section coming up, this jump right here. And he does it, he saves it, he slows down a bit, and that's a good decision. Even gets a nice drift there, and that is Sheeps winning our match here. So Sheeps is moving on to the next losers bracket, which is already the like semi-finals, or like the loser bracket finals, the next matchup.
Semi-finals.
Semi-finals.
There are two Wait, yeah, there are two semi-finals first, and then
I see.
And then we have the finals.
Yeah.
So Hirasoon is getting 4 points here. And Ariana finishing? That's the question.
So yeah, big GG for Sheeps though. That was... It's safe to say that this was Sheeps' best match by far.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really... He was never in trouble in this match. Ariana barely finishes with 1 second on the clock. We see Chaos having 58 points, so he still needs to win 2 rounds before he can get finalist. And maybe Hirasoon can even mount a comeback here.
Yeah, and now things will be interesting because... yeah, the second place is not decided at all. And Chaos... yeah, we have seen signs of weakness for him on this map at least. So yeah, let's do a little Camp 7 follow on this checkpoint, see if everyone's gonna make it.
Chaoshand clips and doesn't make it here. Chaos really struggling with this checkpoint, so...
Yeah, he is so far behind.
I think he has lost like 3 rounds at least on this checkpoint, which is a lot of points if you think about it. Maybe the match would have looked all different if Chaos didn't make those 3 mistakes on checkpoint 2. And
so yeah, that's gonna be interesting because we have Hirasoon and Ariana in a battle for first place, and Ariana didn't really get a too smooth engine killer part. So yeah, but he grabs the lead right there because his line seems to be better there in that turnaround. But yeah, very equal. I think they definitely think this match is not over yet, so they're gonna go for some nice points here. And GG to Sheeps. Good job, man. Very nice match. Oh, I saw a bunk there from Ariana. As Hirasoon is in the lead right now. He hasn't really been too much in the spotlight on this matchup so far, but he's enjoying a nice lead of 3 seconds. So let's see if he can turn this into a nice 10-pointer. Ariana, 2.9 seconds behind, and Chaos, he's just so far behind. He's 13 seconds behind, so... Oh, and have to respawn as well. It seems like this match, every time I spec someone, he's respawning.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of mistakes in this match. Even though I did expect not to see that many mistakes in this match because the players are all more the consistent type. But apparently they do still have problems with these maps, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, like it's hard to ask unless you're maybe Morpio to drive perfect runs on maps like these. Like. It's so hard to do that.
For sure.
Because these maps are, like, even from if you're like a more casual RPG player, it's so insane to even drive these maps like this. Like drive in time attack.
Exactly, and then you also have the added pressure of the match. Like you need to perform here. These rounds matter, and
it's do or die. It's do or die. It's now or never. You know.
Exactly. If you don't make it here, you're out of the tournament, and this is your last chance possibly. So
yeah,
that does add a lot of pressure to the players, and will make it even harder to perform.
Yeah. So yeah, this match hasn't really changed. We see Hirasoon in a nice lead, Ariana still 3 seconds. Oh, that was so close. Hirasoon. Why would you risk that? That was so close to the wall. But yeah, let's see him closing it out. He gets his jump. And yeah, he's got this in the bag, I think.
He is saving that. He doesn't go for any risky lines. He drives a really clean. What's it gonna be? 354, something like that. Yeah, 354.27. It's a nice time.
It's definitely nice, for sure.
It's enough in this match to get first by quite a margin, even.
Yeah. Getting a no. That's a no respawn run. So.
Yeah, and as you said, Sheep's driving really well in this match, and we see Chaos like not really. I would say not really performing to his usual standards, making quite some mistakes, not seeming to be as consistent as he was in previous matches.
Yep.
But he is still in second. So, oh, I didn't look at the points. Hirasoon, Ariana, Chaoshand. Let's write it down. Hirasoon, Ariana.
Yeah, let's follow Ariana right now as we see Chaos. Oh, there was a Ariana. You have to do something. Oh, he makes it up. That was such a big time loss though. And let's see, will these players make a mistake? Oh, I think Chaos had to respawn there.
Yeah, and Hirasoon also like driving down there. I don't know what they are doing, but at this point, and Chaoshand is also behind Ariana. So Ariana is now in first.
Yeah, even though
about 7 seconds behind a good start.
Ariana had that mistake, which cost him like maybe 5 seconds or 3 seconds at least at the start, and now he's in the lead. So that was a lot of chaos that happened there.
At the moment, they're already about 10 seconds behind the world record time, even though they've just been driving for barely a minute.
Yeah, that checkpoint is so hard actually.
But somehow it's still a close match. Although Ariana missing that checkpoint, he goes off the magnet too early and has to drive back to get the checkpoint. So he will lose a lot of time compared to Chaoshand. Chaoshand now overtaking first, and Hirasoon and Ariana.
Will he go for another round? He does.
Yeah, Chaoshand again struggling. So this really isn't this map today.
Yeah.
He asked for the break, but it hasn't really helped him.
Yeah, I think it looks like more of a mental thing though, because this checkpoint, it's not like the hardest checkpoint, is it? This turnaround in this circle.
I wouldn't say so. But,
yeah.
I mean, obviously it can always happen that just
exactly
you're driving a lot of parts on like how you feel, and it's mostly muscle memory. And if that muscle memory is just slightly off, that can of course happen in like in like
really
multiple rounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can affect your mental as well, your mentality as well. So let's hope that doesn't happen with Chaos, and he does still manage to close it out because he is still in second place. Like he is.
Look how close though.
He is still the favorite to take second in this match of the Sheep.
Yeah.
So.
But look at Hirasoon though. He's going for the overtake here. Very close battle for a second place here. And Ariana is not too far off either.
Exactly, even Ariana is not safe at this point.
Yeah, so besides all of those crazy mistakes from the start, this seems to be pretty much the closest match we've had on this map so far. So yeah, let's see who gets is gonna get on top here. Chaos and Hirasoon both opting for different lines there, as they get teleported back to the surface. And yeah, Ariana is extending a lead, or creating a nice lead for himself. But yeah, look at this. Still gonna follow Hirasoon to view the whole pack in front of him because they're so close. Ooh, that was...
And the problem is Chaoshand may not know that he needs to get first to get finalist in this round.
Ah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on 62 points currently, so he does need first place.
Yeah. Yeah, six points for second place is not enough for him.
He is first because apparently Ariana respawned. I completely missed that. So
yeah, I missed that too.
The fight between Hirasoon and Chaoshand is right now the fight between first and second in this round, and Chaoshand needs his first place to get finalist. So
will he get
really
finalist
for him?
Let's see. This last section, will he get finalist? It looks like he's gonna get it. Hirasoon though, he still has a chance, and he has way more speed. He gets a nice drift, and he actually overtakes him in the very last section. And yeah, I think he has it.
That is so important.
That is so crazy. Wow. That is insane.
Chaoshand losing losing a finalist attempt to that overtake in the end.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
Takes it way too safe, and he was soon risking it and overtaking him in the end.
I think Chaos, he was just driving, you know, consistent, but Hirasoon, he went full risk for that last drift, and he got that so perfect.
We see Hirasoon winning 2 rounds in a row now, so he has the momentum to maybe continue on Jumanji even. And Jumanji was at least in the first match that Hirasoon played is by far his best map. So maybe Hirasoon can really battle for that second place.
Yeah. So what is the point situation right now for Hirasoon? Because we have Chaos, who should be on 66, right?
If you press C, then it's a little bit higher in the chat.
Chaos on. So we have Chaos on 68 points, Hira on 63, and Ariana on 50. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Ariana to still contend.
Yeah, but in the end, players still need to win a finalist attempt. So
exactly, anything can happen in a format like this, you know.
We did see Ariana having quite a good pace on Mara Park, just most of the time making a little bit too many mistakes.
Yeah,
but the pace was definitely there.
Yeah, so I think we have no major mistakes so far. Oh, Ariana getting a slightly bumpy pipe section there, but yeah, not losing too much. But yeah,
Ariana just going for the safe strat there, I think. He does that every time.
Yeah, which is a fair bet, but you know, on a level like this, is it really a good decision? Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I mean, it is always better than respawning, I guess.
That is true.
He is still in contention for that first place, so I think he makes the right choice if he thinks that
for sure
that the risky strat is too risky for him.
And look at this, we have a nice match again on our hands. Oh, look at that wall bounce. Ariana getting just one slightly better wall bounce, and he's in the lead, but he throws it away.
Two people making the exact same mistake there. That was really funny to see.
Oh,
Chaoshand, after hugging the ball slightly, is now far in the lead. I mean, the problem is he doesn't need the lead at this point. So
look at Hirasoon though.
He just needs to finish, whereas Hirasoon needs to get first because he's on 63 points.
And he is so far behind right now. He is in 19-second deficit. So yeah, this round it was so close. Just a second ago it was so close, and now look at all this. Look at the splits. It's
yeah.
What happened?
What happened?
That's crazy. But yeah, Chaos, he can just save it so hard right now.
Yeah, and
he can literally afford a respawn even.
Yeah, you really shouldn't give Hirasoon a chance at getting first in this round and reaching finalist as well.
Yeah, that would be very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this, like from this point and onward, I think doing a safe strat is not that hard.
Chaos not getting the first booster, gets unlucky there. Both of his wheels were on either side of the booster, and he doesn't get it again. Oh no, he is getting really unlucky, and he even wallbangs there, and I don't know if he will make this. He doesn't make this, and he throws it away. I mean, the first two were, and he doesn't get the booster again.
What is happening?
He doesn't get the booster 3 times in a row. That is so unlucky.
I have never seen this.
Chaoshand.
I've never seen this happen.
I have seen it happen a lot, but not multiple times in a row.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Chaos getting it 3 times, and in the meantime makes a mistake because
Sky Slide. We have to talk.
Possibly panics, and yeah, that's horrible. That's devastating for Chaoshand because Hirasoon is now going to be finalist as well. Of course, Chaos is still going to be finalist, so he definitely has a chance. But
That is
Hirasoon on
crazy.
Jumanji is scary.
I can't believe it. Yeah, that is. He's gonna be traumatized for life because of these boosters.
Yeah, that feels really bad.
That is, yeah, because you can't really do much about it, I guess. It's just the thing with these boosters, how they're made. Yeah, that is very sad. Yeah, it is kind of unfair, but yeah, you can't really do anything about it. Can't really blame anyone for it, except for maybe the author of those blocks, which is Skyslide. So maybe we should have a talk with him.
Yeah, that's so unlucky. Like, it didn't even look like he was.
Yeah, but like once, okay.
Like he
but
he had a bad approach, but like of course
like
Chaos.
5 times in a row.
Of course it is unlucky, but Chaos knows as much as anyone else that this can happen, and all the
That is
players that are still in the tournament do know that this is a common bug on this part.
That is
Doesn't
true.
make it less sad, but yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I don't know if it's like, I wouldn't say it's unfair. It's really
Nah.
tragic, but it's like how the map is, and the
That
players
is
do
true,
know
like,
that this can happen and do have their strats.
it could
to,
have very
to
well
avoid
happened
it.
to someone else, you know. That is the thing.
Exactly.
So yeah, we have Chaos and Hirasoon both on finalists now, though. So yeah, the winner out of those two will move on to the loser bracket semi-finals, and the other players will sadly leave the Brawl.
And this round is very close. All players were inside of each other, but Hirasoon doesn't get the cleanest section there. It's not a fastest paced start. They all seem to be saving this start to just make sure they get through it. Just make sure they have a clean run and not risk for a very fast start, which is, I think, the smart decision to make.
Yeah, and it looks like usually this towards this section it's fairly close, and then up to this section we start to see bigger leads occur.
Yeah,
but
of course,
so far,
I think in different matches, for example in the winner bracket, as we see here, Hirasoon having to respawn, he didn't get the flip there, and he is far behind, which is great for Chaos, because he probably knows that Hirasoon has died, and he almost doesn't make it again, but he saves it now.
It is now or never for... Oh, sorry, finish your point.
I think in the winner bracket we will see people risking the start way more, and we also see like bigger gaps already in the start. For example, people like Morpio will just drive that start 2 seconds faster than what the players are driving in this match. So yeah, in the winner bracket we'll see different things, but in this match, with the amount of mistakes we have seen so far, it seems like the smart decision to just save it, make sure you get through it, and don't worry about the pace too much.
There's just so much pressure because, you know, you don't want to leave the Brawl just yet. You want to at least play another round, you know. So yeah, Ariana though, he's still in it because yeah, his counter players are on finalist, but he still has a chance to deny that. At least for 1 or 2 rounds, you know. Wait, let me check. What are the points from him?
54.
54. Yeah. Alright, we do see Chaos with another respawn there. I think this checkpoint has officially become his nemesis.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's gonna be happy looking back at this, and
oh no.
Makes another mistake there. So Ariana should have a safe road to the finish. Chaoshand even behind Hirasoon right now, and if Ariana doesn't make any mistakes, then at least Chaos will have another shot. And he has already called his break. I do think that this would have maybe been a moment where he would love to have his break still, but
yep.
Yeah. But didn't he get the booster again? I didn't see it.
No, he actually made it, and then, you know, in the turnaround on the rocks, he flipped his car.
Yeah, he flipped there.
Yeah.
But didn't he make like a little mistake before already? I I didn't.
Oh,
really-
I didn't see
Ariana
that,
making
actually.
like, ooh, it was very close for Ariana. He still has enough speed to get through that wall right at the end, and he
Yeah.
only has the little jump at the end left, and he does make that
Can
cleanly.
literally
And well,
drive the map backwards and still finish in first.
before the flip, he didn't get the booster again. Yeah, so Chaoshand
yeah.
getting really unlucky, or just having a not the greatest approach. But yeah, that is horrible to see.
Yeah, and you know, we can't count Ariana out just yet because
Yeah,
it's still
driving
possible.
PBs.
It's still possible. Oh, he's actually driving PBs? Damn. That means he's in the zone.
Of course, we don't really know what their PBs are on all the maps, but at least in this server, he has never driven faster than a 107 on this map. So yeah,
It is,
he's still very much in it. He only needs one more round, and he's finalist as well.
yeah, and that would be crazy, right? A triple finalist position. We have seen that once before in this tourney.
Yeah, and back then it ended in heartbreak.
Yep.
We hope that won't happen again. I mean, we kind of do, but we don't for the players.
As a spectator, I would love to see it, but yeah, it is such a hard bullet to take, you know.
Exactly.
For the players.
I mean, on the one hand, it is a hard bullet to take. On the other hand, it can also motivate people. We saw Ferry getting on the unlucky side of that last time, but he is now very determined to meet Hazard again in one of the next rounds and
Yeah.
absolutely destroy him. So
I can imagine that.
maybe it's a good thing because Ferry has trained a lot this week.
I'm
and
glad
he may
for that. Actually,
he may have like a good chance of like even getting into the grand final because he trained so much now. So maybe it turned out well in the end for him.
I'm glad to hear that actually, because you know, it can be so demotivating, a situation like that.
Yeah, I guess you have like two possible reactions to that. Either you just like stop playing and you don't care anymore, or you're like fighting and you want to show them who's boss. And Ariana having to respawn, Hirasoon had to respawn earlier, so Chaos once again having a clean path to that second place, to that loser bracket semi-final
Yeah, he's
spot.
really looking to get this victory, you know. But he still has to pass those Sky Slide boosters, so let's not, call it too soon. But yeah, he has such a nice lead though. 9 seconds.
I guess he can fail it twice if he wants, but
I don't think he wants.
Yeah, I think he. I hope he manages to reset himself from like that mental hit that he took just before by throwing it all kind of away, and he managed to close it out right now. He's on a good pace. He drives a fast run, hasn't made any mistakes yet. Drives it safe, not the fastest quarter pipe jump there, of course, but really safe and well executed by Chaoshand.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I don't want to be biased here, but I think would be very glad if he just closes this one out, because kind of got it snacked away from him, you know, with that unfortunate thing.
I think if Chaoshand does manage to take it here, it's very deserved, and
for sure,
no one will have hard feelings about that.
Yep. So yeah,
well, we're coming up to the crucial section. It's his first attempt. He doesn't get the cleanest, but he doesn't get the slowdown. He doesn't get a land bug, so he should be making this. He does make it.
And he does it. Just save
Let's
it now.
hope he is really saving it. He almost still bumps on that rock, but he has a very clear lead. About 10 seconds over the other players.
Yeah.
He just has to save it to the finish line.
Look at this. These are the safest lines.
He is shaking. Yeah. These are the shakiest lines I've seen all tournament. So
yeah.
He is definitely nervous at this point. But he also knows that he is far ahead and he doesn't need to take any risks.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He gets clean through the dirt tunnel. And well, I think the following part is the only like hard part he needs to pass. He needs to get the angle on the next jump.
Yeah, this jump into the house.
And he does it very nicely.
Yeah, this is a small victory run in the end here over the wall pipe, the half pipe. And yeah. He's got it.
Let's hope he doesn't get cucked by this jump again. He doesn't, and he makes it. And well, I am
GG.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see that, honestly. Like, Hirasoon got very close in the end, but I think Chaoshand being second during all that match is definitely and having that like minor heartbreak at CP13, I think it is. I think he deserves it the most in this match.
Yeah, for sure. That's a GG to Sheeps as well as Chaoshand. You know, these two players definitely seemed like the strongest players in this match. So yeah, well deserved, of course. So
not too happy.
Yeah, unfortunate for him.
Performance. Yeah, that is very unfortunate.
Yeah, so GG, and yeah, that was an awesome match to watch, actually. You know, Sheep's performing very well, and then Chaoshand, unfortunate happenings, but closing it out in the end. So GG.